Welcome to Stationeers, everybody. Today we will going to be building a furnace, and we will be smelting some steel and also some more stuff that we need to smelt. But to do that we also need to first create the hydraulic pipe bender, and we're also going to do a little bit of cleanup, putting things in a locker, etc., just so it looks nicer, and we're going to do a little bit of base expansion. So let's get right into it. And we begin right where we left off. We have the power sorted out, but there is a lot of things that we need to do. And thank you for your comments. I saw that in the comments I have completely forgotten to left out the fuel tank, which is kind of important, and I don't want it to get blown away with the lander. So, without further ado, we're gonna go right into the lander, and we're gonna be picking that one up. So let me just see where it is. From what I heard, it's supposed to be somewhere here-ish. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's disconnect it. Fuel tank, come on. Okay, great. Now I need to just grab it and drag it over there. So where's the handle? I'm used to handle being down there. I'm trying to find one. I'm pretty sure that all of you guys are shouting now, "You GrunfWorks, you dum-dum, it's just right in front of you. It's one of these black things that's at the top of the container." Is it? Hold on. Oh, why yes it is. Silly me. Alright. Oh, and look at that. Again, the stone in the sky. Guys, do you know, is this Phobos or Deimos? Does anybody know? I mean, if anybody of the devs is watching, I would really like a comment. What is that stone in the sky? I mean, if that's Phobos or Deimos, then I get it. But otherwise, I don't get it. Right. Okay, so let's open up this guy. And I was thinking actually putting... Do we have a stand for the gas tank? Oh, it's not the same base model. Okay, I have to then bring it in until I can get the proper stand. So, for the crates, we have plenty of stands, and those are we're going to be putting outwards. I mean, the crates are actually quite good for storing stuff, rather than just cramming everything inside. So, there is a way how we can get them out. Obviously, we just get stuff out and then we disassemble them nowadays. So, we no longer need to disassemble the entire base to do so. Right. Having said that, I want to be constructing the hydraulic pipe bender because that one is a prerequisite for getting the furnace. And you might ask why? Because the furnace is being printed in the autolathe. However, I've used the passive vent, which I normally need for venting out the furnace. I have used it at the for the airlock, so I need to print another one. Right. Okay. So, let me just put in here the lights. I mean, I don't see a lot. It's very dark-ish. And we have now plenty of solar power, which means I can actually afford to chunk this battery right at the top of the light. And look at this. So, this portable light, if you put it at the back, you are eliminating everything. And you don't need to use this small, tiny headlight that you have. I really appreciate this one. This is really awesome. Okay, so we're going to be taking the cables... Yeah, there we go. By the way, guys, I am thinking about doing an episode on Mars base builders. So there are a couple of games nowadays that are kind of popular in terms of building bases on Mars. Do let me know if it would be the interesting watch for you. I mean, there are games like, for example, you know, Surviving Mars, or not maybe Surviving Mars, but what was the other one? Yeah. There's 687 days on Mars, which is a demo. It's really fun. I actually tried it, and I'm going to be posting my thoughts. So if you want to check it out, do keep on being subscribed, because this will be coming out sometime during this or next week. Alright, so we are constructing the hydraulic pipe bender. By now you know the drill. You need the welder with, you know, iron sheets, then you need a couple of cables, and then you need a welder with the plastic sheets, and then you need a screwdriver. It's a standard procedure for assembling the machine. Right. So now what we want to be doing, we want to be printing the passive vent. And the passive vent is important. As I said, we have the pipes. So my idea is to create a furnace that will already have a pipe and a venting system, because if we, in the rare case of a possible overpressure event, we might have a ticking bomb. So yeah. All right. So let's turn this machine on. And what do I need to be creating a passive vent? So talk to me. Come on. Passive vent. I don't need isolated. I just need iron. Okay, that's simple enough. So I just need to find iron. And my hydration is already low. Yeah, where do I have iron? I have iron in the auto lathe. Okay, Sunshine, you first are gonna be creating the kit furnace. Yeah, so we're gonna be printing the furnace, and the furnace, oh no, is it one of those that takes forever? Okay, there goes the better part of my night. Thank you very much. You know, while I'm here, I might as well do some cleaning. I actually am gonna open, I'm gonna drink stuff. Oh, boneless, here are the cereal bars. So yeah, we have a couple of cereal bars with us, so I might as well, you know, take a nibble and grits. Let me just unlock the helmet and open the helmet. There we go. So we're gonna be taking a cereal bar. There we go, vitals 100. We're gonna be placing that one into the uniform. And after that, we're gonna be drinking our fill of the water, which is gonna bring us to 124 with 3% to spare. Yeah, this 3% is really important. I'm gonna take another water bottle. Okie doke, there we go. And I'm gonna be placing it in my jumpsuit. Perfect. Right, okay, with that thing being handled, how are we progressing? We are 53% in. Oh, I'm bumping into things. Okay, I have nowhere to put stuff. There's so much mess inside. You know what? I would really like... Can I somehow get all of these stuff out? Maybe... I mean, I was thinking of actually putting a locker somewhere here and then getting all this shit out and into a locker. Yeah, that might be actually kind of helpful. So maybe I'm gonna do that. Oh, furnace 97%. Maybe I'll do that later. Right, okie doke. Here's furnace. Ooh, stop, don't make another furnace. I really don't need another one. Cool, right. So we have furnace here. There we go. And then I need you to spit out because I need the passive vent. Once I have the passive vent, then I will be ready. I also need a valve and I need some pipes. So there we go. I do have valve and pipes, so that's something that we're going to be fixing, but I want to be creating the passive vent first. There we go. Close it up. Alright. And I have so many unnecessary shit. Can I actually just place something inside? So, I mean, iron frames, can I just place it inside? Is there anything else I could move? What I don't need? I don't need the kit light, to be honest, and I don't need the plastic sheet at the moment. Right, yeah. I'm definitely gonna clean up this mess. Says he, yeah. Okay, light, just place it inside. Alright, what else do I need? I need pipes and I need the valve. Alright, can I just print out the valve or... Do I have one already? Kit pipe. Okay, that needs some copper. Yeah, I can actually place in some copper. And let's print the hydraulic pipe bender for the pipe valve. Pipe valve is going to be mighty useful because that one is just manual release valve, which we need to just vent out the atmosphere when need be. Right, okay, you two spit out these two components and then we're gonna be placing them right inside the electroprinter because, well, I prefer to keep all of my shit in there. There we go, come on. Okay, let's put in the silicone and this. Fine. Now all I need are the pipes. And I'm also gonna need some cable coil, so I'm gonna be printing some cable coil. Let it stack up until I sort out the rest of the stuff. Okay, you Sunshine, close up. You, I need to have something printed. Oh, come on, this is so much stuff. Is there anywhere where I have the kit locker? Portable battery cell. Kit locker, there we go. So if I take this one and I print it out, then I have the kit locker. I'm just gonna put this kit locker and there we go. So I could actually place that somewhere. This one is printing willy-nilly. Alright, construction supplies. Let's move you a little bit more to the center, and I'm going to be placing the locker because everything is falling apart, quite literally. So locker, we're gonna be angling it like this just for the beauty reasons. And now I want to be picking up all this wonderful cable coil that we're gonna be used. Trust me, there we're gonna use so much cable coil, it's downright unnatural. Right, okie doke. So what do we have here? Portable generator package. I'm just gonna dump everything inside the locker. The point is, I will be constructing the furnace and a couple of more. I want to actually create more metal frames, so I remembered rather than me just going on and putting stuff there, I need to construct a couple more metal frames or iron frames, and to do that I need to get to the required, okay, iron frames, there we go. And then I'm gonna need iron sheets, which I do have. And the lights, okay, let's close and lock the helmet. So, right, I'm thinking, let's go out while we still can. Cycle to exterior. There we go. And I have a total of 15 frames. So where do I want to be placing the... I think on this side, to the right of the base, might be the best. Because we're going to be doing some base expansion a little bit. So I think it makes sense that I create a couple more frames. So let's put iron frame, iron frame, iron frame. Right, iron frame, and then we're gonna go closer. I might as well, you know, expand all the iron frames because why not? Okie doke. Now, let's swap that for iron sheets. I'm thinking I put one more on this side, outside. Yes. And then I'm gonna go on the one below. Sure, that would work. The reason why I'm reluctant to put one down, because I want to be able to come from underneath and connect the piping, because the water and the pipes will be going down this side. So, right, let's swap the iron sheets and let's just weld this one. We'll weld this one once. We're gonna be welding all of them outside once, because we don't need more sheets than that, so we can stand on stuff. And we're gonna be welding the other ones for the base expansion. We're gonna be welding those shut. Right, okie doke. So we have 6 more frames, and I'm thinking I might as well use them. So let's just, I mean, they're sitting here doing nothing. Okay, let's first put this, the furnace. So furnace is actually, oh, it's a little bit lower than I expected. Okay, how do I turn this? No, it shouldn't be like this. It should be if I pressing rotate buttons willy-nilly. I think that looks correct, or not. No, the panel is on this side, so if I rotate one more time, this should be correct. Yes. I'm gonna place it... I don't want things to fall off, so I think I'll around here. Yeah, actually that looks cool. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Nice. We need wrench and 2 iron sheets. Okay, wrench, 2 iron sheets. Got it. Thank you. Now we need not deconstruct. I want to construct it further. Welding torch and 2 iron sheets. Okay, welding torch, 2 iron sheets. There we go. Okay. I guess that's our furnace done. Beautiful. Now, if we go and we're gonna be connecting the pipes. So now I want to connect the output pipe. There we go. And we're gonna be putting that one at the back. Come on, not the input, output. Yes. We rotate it downwards and it's gonna be venting right now into the atmosphere because I have no better place to hold it at the moment. I will be storing the gases just a little bit later, and I'm gonna construct a contraption which will be storing the gases to a tank. But for the time being, this simple contraption will allow me to create steel so that we can progress further. Okay, and let's just put it outside or downwards, and then we put a nice passive vent at the end of it, which will be blowing stuff outwards. Okay, let's take a jetpack, and we're gonna be connecting you, sunshine, like this. Exactly. So the moment I open the valve, the shit goes out. Beautiful. Right, so now it's darkness, and I might as well Oh, I don't have the... I'll need to gonna go mining. Yes. So that's something that we're gonna need to take care of. But, yeah. If I press the release, stuff will be going out on this end. And to me, it looks fine. So I have now 6 more valves to actually use. So I don't want to be building iron frames here behind. I'm going to go and use those for the base expansion. And I'm thinking the best place to go is I'm going to take the jetpack and I'm going to expand the base where I need it. Because inside our area is quite cramped at the moment. So we're going to be just expanding this area. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. And those I'm gonna weld shut. There we go, come on. And the dawn is breaking, isn't that beautiful? So we can actually go and mine shit. Yeah, these ones I need to weld twice, because those will need to be airtight. And don't worry, we're gonna be expanding the base towards this area. So yeah, there we go, beautiful. Okay. So we're going to be building a new wall on this side, and then we're going to disassemble the old wall. That's the easiest way how I can know without affecting the pressure. Yeah, right now it's a little bit tricky to get on the other side of the base, but that's the intention. Right. Okay, so I'm going to be placing another crate holder. Oh no, I'm actually going to need here. I'm thinking one more crate might be helpful, but hold on. And then I'm going to need the fuel stand. Contents. Maybe I should have placed the other fuel content. Okay, let's go mining, shall we? Now I think the best thing that we can go is just straight out and let's see if we can mine shit. I need to weld. Now I want to create 200 of steel. And the steel is being mixed in 3:1 ratio of iron and hydrocarbon, which is actually coal. So I'm gonna make sure that I pick up a little bit more of oxides. Oxides we need twofold. We need to mix the ratio 2:1. So 2 fuel and 1 oxide. And oh, here is the hydrocarbon, or actually known as coal. So I need a 1 stack of coal. So we're gonna be picking up 50 coal, and then we're gonna be picking 150 iron. I might as well pick up a little bit of gold, because furnace is very effective at smelting, and if we can smelt gold quicker, I mean, when it comes to arc furnace, that one is notoriously slow. So smelting with a furnace is actually easy and painless, provided that you don't blow yourself up. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, we are actually close to picking up. Oh, there we go, 50, a full stack of. And you have to have exactly 50, it's not, other ratio won't work. Alright, morning has broken. Yeah, no, not really. Now let's see where the iron is. Where's the irony in the things? That's nickely. I need iron. Oh, there is iron. Okay, hello iron. Let's pick up whatever we can find. So we need 150 iron in total. So I might as well pick up, you know, around 200, because then I'm gonna actually smelt iron and steel. Good for me, yeah. Let's see, where do we have... Now this darker area usually means that you're hitting the vein, but I don't see that I'm hitting the vein per se. Whoa. Is that gold? Is that gold? Yes. Oh, did I just pass by gold? Might as well dig up a little. I have 28 gold, so I'm thinking of going with a full stack of gold. That actually might be very beneficial in terms of later for electronics. Gold is really important for any kind of logic chips, boards, electronics, and we're gonna use that one pretty soon, maybe even confines of the next 1 or 2 episodes, for creating the battery, and also for then maybe later solar panels and solar panel automation and stuff. So there we go. We have now 1 stack of iron and 1 stack of gold. Cool. Now I need to find more iron. I need to find 100 more iron. That's gold, and that looks like iron. All right, let's dig. Dig. By the way, guys, which is your favorite Mars space construction game? Mine is actually Stationeers is right there at the top. I also like the Occupy Mars, the game. That's also quite fun. Yeah, what's yours? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to hear out. Also, if you guys have any troubles when playing Stationeers, do let me know in the comments below, because I would really like to hear what are your experiences, what are your problems, which problems are you facing, because I can then easier address it within confines of my Let's Plays. So there we go. I think we have enough iron ore. We have 189. So let's see, is there anything else? I would like to get some more copper if I can find one. A full copper stack I wouldn't say no to. So, there's something green. And it's not salad and it's not liver, so it's a copper. Cool. I'm gonna be placing gold in my hand. And while I'm having that, I'm gonna dig for more copper. So 1 stack of copper coming up. Sunlight is already fading. I don't know if is it just me or is the sunshine actually, is it quicker dark now on Mars? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okie doke. Right, 48, 50. Oh, we have 2 stacks of copper. Ain't that grand? Now, for the rest of you, I'm not going to be making any fancy alloys this time. I'm going to go just with the steel, because we need a lot of steel and we need to basically create the battery that will help us survive a little bit longer. Because these small batteries, I mean, you can run the base on them, but it's hardly ideal. You want a big base battery which actually can withstand a little bit more. So, that being said, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be smelting shit. Oh, I cannot. I have to wait for the dark because the temperature around is now mild 20s. Okay, so tell you what. While we wait for shit, we can actually just place... Okay, let's place this gold inside. And then later on we can actually just take a couple of things. Shall I be placing more lumps of gold and coal? No, I am full up. Nice. The sun is pretty high still. Okay. Oh, look, there's the stand. Kit Portables Connector. So that's what it's called. Portables Connector. Ha. Okay, good. I mean, this is the water set, and this one is definitely going to be used because we're going to be building the hydroponics, the water handling and process. But for that, I need to clean the interior, and I haven't done yet completely. So, okay, cancel the pressurization. Until the darkness falls, we can actually just whip out the light. Let it charge a little bit. And we can... And let's now print the kit stand. So this is portables connector. So the idea is it needs iron. Do I have iron? Yeah, oh, the irony of things. I think the iron is in the... It's not in autolathe, is it? Nope. It's an electronics printer, let me guess. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's actually take out some iron. Because I would really like to take the fuel out of my base, because so it doesn't blow. So we're gonna be creating one portables connector, and then we're gonna be sticking that one out. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, you could argue I could use one more. I could actually have 2. Yeah, right. You never know. So one of them might be used inside, and the other one will be used outside. Okay, let's just put in, call me paranoid, but I really like to stick all of my components inside the machines. In the rare case of depressurization, we're gonna be in deep boop. So we're gonna take this fuel tank and we're gonna be dragging you outside, sunshine. Come on, stick it, son. There we go. Cycle the airlock, and then we're gonna go outside. Alright, and let's place another one of this. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna take the battery and I'm gonna be activating my light. Just take a look what the difference it makes. So I plop down this portable light right now. Come on, dump it, son. There we go. And then place the battery on top. Look at that. And now we place it at the back. Look, everything is visible. Ain't it beautiful? Ain't it glorious? Speaking of that, I'm thinking I'm gonna remove this. Yeah, I know I'm nitpicky and I know that I'm demanding, but it is what it is. The crates I don't mind having here, but I don't want a fuel tank too close to my furnace, because imagine what happens if the furnace goes boom next to a fuel tank filled with methane. Yeah, you might guess what goes. It goes like bada boom. It just doesn't go boom, it goes bada bada boom, big bada boom. Yes. Now, let's rotate the stand portables like this. So, and then we're gonna be placing another one. Drag it in, son. Okay, place it at the pipe, and then we are gonna go and connect it. There we go. Now, in the unlikely event of a storm, it's still gonna be in place. You don't say. All right. Who wants to smelt some steel? Let me hear you. Now, first off, we need hydrocarbon and, or actually, sorry, oxides. And we're going to be splitting a couple of, so let's say we're going to go with 8. And guys, at this point, I actually did a mistake. It's 2 fuel, 1 oxide, and I was going 1 fuel, 2 oxide. Yeah, well, you see, that's not the smartest choice. So we're gonna be dragging the oxides back. And now I would need to put 16 of the of the fuel. And honestly, I think that's a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go with a little bit slightly lower number. So we're gonna go with, let's say, I don't know, equal amount. Oh, I put in 17. I put in the wrong one. Shoot! I was thinking of going with 1. Okay, this one is gonna be very, very, very... And... Uh-oh! Don't! She's gonna blow! Maybe she won't. 20 megapascal, it's warming up. Yeah, okay, let's start chucking stuff in. We got iron. There we go. We got coal. There we go. And we need iron and iron. Iron. Oh boy. Oh boy. You see, now the release valve is actually kinda cool to have. Cool. Now what do we have? We have 200 of steel. Chuck it out, son. There we go. So now we have our steel, and now I'm gonna use the furnace to smelt gold, iron, and everything else. I just want to be placing stuff inside, so let's go with the copper first. Or actually gold. Gold is the hardest one because smelting gold in arc furnace is just painful. And look in the furnace. Bam, done. Gold. See? Easy. Now we're gonna go with some copper. Let me just release a little bit of the back pressure because, well, yeah. It's still too hot and it's still highly pressurized, so no oxide and no fire, please. Now, okay, that's another 50. It's gonna be 100 copper, definitely useful. There we go. Let me know when it's done. 100 grams of copper ingot, beautiful. There we go. High value ingot, and then all we need to chuck in is some iron. Alright, ingot iron. Perfect. Now we have pretty much everything that we need. We could be putting down more shit, but it's not necessary, and I want to release a little bit of the back pressure because it's 34 megapascals. If the daylight comes, I really don't want this shit to blow. So I'm gonna be releasing a little bit of the pressure until it gets to, let's say, mild 20s. When it gets to mild 20s, then we're gonna be closing off. All in all, I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved thus far. We've built a furnace, we built a little bit of base expansions, we did build the locker, which we're gonna be populating a little bit further on. And also I'm pretty happy when it comes to, so yeah, let's now close up the valve. Yeah, it's 22 megapascals, temperature is still warm enough, so we will be able to smelt more stuff later on. That I think is good in itself. Alright, we're gonna be putting those stuff into the electronics printer, and then we're gonna be printing more stuff, but we're gonna be doing that in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, chuck a like to this one, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.